Hello, in this video we will be discussing the capabilities of the point of sale and restaurant tabs within the Steltronic Focus system. So here we are at the point of sale, and you can see we have lots of food items. We can fit many buttons on one screen. You can also build various pages or areas within your facility and have these point of sale items listed on there. To place an order, we can click on the items, hamburger, fries, want a Coke, gives us our totals here, our items and our total. If we click on an item such as a hamburger, we can customize this item. It allows us to add modifications or customize how this hamburger is going to be created. And if there's additional cost, you can add that additional cost into these modifiers, into these customizations. Okay. If we click OK, it'll come back and it'll update the price. Now we have an updated price, $9.14. If I click on pay, it'll bring up the payment screen. They're going to pay me in cash. I can hit $10. Shows me that I have 86 cents change. Once you've entered the amount past the amount due, the cash drawer will open, and when you close the drawer, it will automatically complete the transaction, or you can hit collect in whichever drawer number it is. Now I'm back to my point of sale screen. I can do some more things. If I want to add a chicken sandwich, fries, and a Pepsi to this customer wants to place this order, but he happens to be bowling on a lane that is in post-paid mode. So I can send this order to a lane. If I click on lane 4, click on Jim, confirm to send this transaction to Jim. Now this food order will be collected after they're done bowling, and we collect the food and the bowling all together. On the point of sale screens, we have ways that you can configure the buttons. You can add pictures and icons, okay, logos. You can leave the logos and pictures off and just have text. You can color code items. For example, on this screen for beer, I've color coded all my draft beers in red, and all the bottles and cans are blue. So you can customize the system to make things easier for your employees to tell what's where and what cost, which items you are working with very easily just by looking at the colors. You can color code sandwiches one color, appetizers another color. So you can do a lot of different things there. We also have a way of creating what we call lists. So on this pizza, I can list all the pizzas that we have, small, medium, large. If I click on a large pizza and add some beers, if I click on the actual pizza, again, I can customize it, and here you can have all the toppings. So there's a lot of different ways that you can utilize these. And these orders will print out along with the customizations if you desire to on a kitchen ticket printer in the kitchen. So now they know how to prepare these. We can also send drink orders to the bar. So they'll print out on a bar receipt printer, and the bartender can make these orders depending on what the orders are. So there's various ways you can do this. If this customer shows up and placed this order, but they said, can we start a tab? So now we're on the point of sale screen, and the total's $35.73, but I can say send to restaurant, and I can go to table 3 and start a new tab for this customer. If I go to the restaurant and tabs module on the left, now this tab is there and I can name it. So Mike, and they are bowling on lane 3. So I can actually type that in there, go back to room, and it shows you that we have this tab there and whose name it is. We have room for 4 different areas if you wanted. So you can have dining areas, you can have bar, you can have tabs for parties, for your lanes. You can have many tabs set up. In this bar tabs, I have room right now for up to 50, and you can create even more. You can start a new tab. So somebody just walks up and says, "Can I start a tab?" I click on table 6 here and add POS products, and they want a couple beers. So they want a Budweiser and a Guinness. Go back to payment or order, and there's their current tab. They finish those, and they come back. They want to add some more. I can click on add POS items, go to beer, another Budweiser, another Guinness, back to payment, and here we have their um, orders. So I can put their name in there. And they're just in the bar, so we're just gonna put their name in there. If I hit back to room, it shows the tabs, it shows who created the tabs next to it, what the server's name is or the employee who started that tab, um, and when that tab was opened. And so here the customer comes back and they want to close out their tab. I can separate these out if they wanted to pay separately, or I can click it back up and pay for it all together and hit pay order, and they're going to pay with credit card. Exact, would run their card, and it would close out their tab. Also on the tab screen, we have the add to point of sale products button where we can add more stuff to this tab. We can transfer the order, transfer the bill, and we can also pay the order. And so there's some various different things you can do there. If we go back to the point of sale screen, we have some other capabilities that you can do as far as having a button. For example, if I'm selling bowling balls, I don't want to have all the bowling balls that I can order in the system. I can create a button that has a variable price. So now I can enter in the price of this bowling ball and ring it up. I can also put a serial number or put a printable note on this. So if I wanted to put something down on this bowling ball, I can put an extra note on there using the customize button. So there's some different things that you can do. Um, the point of sale screen allows you to do various things as well as far as being able to show inventory. We have a customization configuration setting where in the top left corner we can actually show the inventory of an item. So for beer and food, if you wanted to keep track of inventory, you can have it show up on this actual screen so you know how many you have left. We also have a way of sending items to a payment manager, which is another way of combining payments from different areas. And additionally, we have a way of sending items to a time game, which would be billiards or um, dart boards, anything that you have that you may rent by the hour through our system. And so there's a lot of different ways that you can utilize this. Um, we also have a way of increasing and decreasing the numbers of the items. So if you had more than one, you can increase it and it updates the number and the price. or decrease it. You can also, whichever item is yellow and highlighted, you can delete it. So there's some different ways of working with the point of sale. Addition to that, for food and beverage, especially in an area where they have servers and providing a table service, under the restaurant and tabs in the cafe, you can have an item and you can actually have additional seat numbers if you're splitting the orders by seat. And you can, once you have the order set up here, you can hit pay order. And at the top, we have a way of creating what we call a pre-bill. And a pre-bill is basically a way of creating the check for the total amount due for this customer. And now the server can present that to them, whether they're in a bar or in a restaurant sit down environment, and they can provide the pre-bill and then collect the payment, whether it's cash or credit card, come back to the workstation or computer where they're ringing that up and collect that payment as a pre-bill. And so this gives you a lot of different capabilities within a bowling center and restaurant combination to run everything under one system. If anyone has any questions or needs any help for our existing customers in setting up some of these items, please let us know and we would be glad to help you. Thank you and have a great day.